Hi guys, and welcome to Brave Dog Training Online. Have you ever wondered why your dog could not listen to you while he's lunging, barking, growling and going crazy on leash or at home? Today we're gonna talk about thresholds. Enjoy! Alright, so maybe you've heard me or one of my colleagues talk about distance and thresholds. It is basically the same thing. When we are talking about the point of no return, so the moment our dogs decide to go into that lunging, barking, growling, insane mode, that is a threshold. That is the distance that our dog can no longer be comfortable with the situation and that your dog is reacting. At that moment, we can forget training because it's no longer possible. Our dogs are no longer in a thinking mode, they are just reacting. And this is where so many people say training with treats doesn't work, because they are waiting until the dog goes crazy and then they try to hold a treat in front of the nose and distract the dog. That can't work because the dog is no longer in the mood for training or in the mood for eating or in the mood for doing anything except yelling at whatever he's yelling at, right? So the key ingredient for training and for success in our training is to recognize that threshold. And it looks different for every dog, but we can look at specific body parts or specific changes in our dogs, and when we see them, we are getting close to the point of no return. For example, if our dog is completely relaxed, we will see a relaxed face, relaxed ears, no tension in the body. They are walking loosely, the tail is just in a natural position. Whatever that means for your dog can be very different. Like some dogs have curled up tails, some dogs have the tail almost between their legs all the time. It's really different for every dog, but there is a neutral for every dog, and you just have to know your own. You don't have to know every dog, you just have to know your own for this moment. So, when we are approaching threshold, we see our dogs change. We see the face tensing up, the mouth closing, the ears getting forward and more stiff. The body posture gets more stiff. We see muscle tension. We might see hairs standing up on the back of the dog. We might see the tail going up or down. We might see the body leaning forward or backward, depending on the dog's feeling in the situation and depending on how safe he feels in his reaction. But we see changes, and those changes can sometimes be easily missed when we are directly in the situation, because we are tense as well. We are expecting something bad to happen, so we are tense. And what we can do is we can either film ourselves, so put your phone in video mode and strap it to your chest, for example, or ask somebody to come with you on a walk and film your dog. You will see these changes. Sometimes the dog relaxes afterward and doesn't react because the situation resolves itself, maybe because the other dog walked a different direction or whatever. But on camera, we can really see what the dog looks like from every angle we want to see, right? Because very often we just see the dog from behind. And yes, we see a tail and we see the body rising a little bit and getting more stiff and leaning somewhere, but we don't see the face. Or we just see the side of the dog and whatever. So if we film it, we can analyze the footage later and even play it more slowly, or reverse it and watch it again and just practice. And don't worry about learning to read every single dog. You just need to see your own dog's threshold for the moment. Later on, it might change. But for now, for training your dog, you just need to see your dog's threshold. And it is a gradual thing usually. So it's not like the dog is completely relaxed in 1 second and in the next second he is lunging, barking, growling. Usually the tension builds up gradually and we can see it rising, and we can intervene at every step of the way, except when we are over threshold. So if you see your dog reaching threshold or tensing up, you can ask your dog to do something different. Something that helps him resolve the situation in a way that makes him more comfortable. Most of the time that means bringing more distance in between him and whatever he's uncomfortable with. But this has to be something the dog already knows. So for example, if I want my dog to come with me, I have to teach a cue for come with me. It can look very different for every dog, and you have to find what's suitable for your dog, but you have to train it beforehand. And with that, you get a really awesome tool to stop your dog from reacting in the first place. And that is what sustainable training is all about. We have to teach our dogs what to do instead of going crazy, instead of that what we don't want to see, right? So why don't you tell me in the comments how you saw the threshold in your dog, what it looked like, and if it was easy, and what alternative you wanted your dog to do in the situation. And if you need help with that, go to the description, book a free call. We see how I can help so that you can help your dog feel more happy, more safe, and more confident, and therefore make life easier. Have a lot of fun training, and we'll see each other next time. Bye!